Paras who are effective. And Ordonez is called out on strikes. And Ordonez and Schreiber exchange. Now Schreiber puts his left hand on the back of Ordonez. And that's what's got Jim Leyland upset. And I don't blame him. You don't want players touching you, then you should not be touching players.
With home plate umpire Jeff Nelson as he was about to leave the field, and here's what happened. He apparently is talking about the outside corner of the plate and maybe Dontrell getting squeezed a little bit. That's all we can think of here. Who knows? But they went at it pretty good.
Ending year out of that Minnesota Twins bullpen. Oh my goodness!
What is that? He threw that behind Everett and almost hit him on the floor.
He's getting a warning too for that. I don't know what that was all about, but
Jim Leyland is upset right now with Angel Hernandez, and he's been tossed out of the game.
Well, he said the magic words real quick, didn't he?
Well, Leyland came out earlier in the game and disputed that call in which Santiago was doubled up. They said he left too early. And
controversy in the bottom of the third. B.J. Upton steals second, or does he? Jim Leyland, Tigers manager, must have had a good view from the dugout. Marty Foster, as we see, might have missed this one, and Leyland lets him know it. That's an early shower for the skipper.
oh, he's hit by the pitch. That one came up and in. And Godin hits Cabrera earlier in the game now.
What's he going to do?
Cooper issued warnings, but apparently he feels that wasn't intentional.
Okay. It wasn't intentional.
Jim Leyland now in a heated discussion with Eric Cooper.
Well, you can understand why Jim's in a heated conversation. Had warnings not been issued, though, that would not be an issue right now.
Agreed.
It would not be an issue, but Eric Cooper issued warnings after the very first pitch of the game.
Well, it's an 8-2 ball game, and the frustrations for Jim Leyland boiling over in this one. He has come out here in between innings and has just gotten to the face of Jerry Lane, and Leyland arguing strongly, and now he's going to chase Jerry Lane. He's already been thrown out of this game. Leyland came out between innings and got right to the home plate umpire, who ejected him. Oh, he's going to bunt it and lay it down to the right side. Hill, quick throw. Got it.
That is a really good play by Aaron.
Oh, he's safe. And here comes John Farrell.
What took so long for the call?
I don't know. It's as if he took 4 or 5 extra seconds to indicate.
He was way out.
What didn't he see?
I don't know.
He wasn't screened.
I have no idea.
Right there.
Guess he had a Jim Joyce moment.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what he's talking about. Your guy right there, 5 feet away, called him safe. This is as animated as I've seen the skipper, and there he goes. He's not done yet.
Well, he showed him that. That's why he ran.
Back here in Anaheim, where Jim Leyland has just been ejected from this game by Joe West, the first base umpire, and Leyland has had enough of West, who on a couple of occasions already in this series has gone toe-to-toe with Country Joe, and he has been thrown out tonight. Joe West coming to the dugout here. I don't know what Leyland was arguing about. There's probably a plethora of stuff, and then he just throws him out.
They've been going at it all game long.
Clearly held up in time, so that don't look like it hit him. First base umpire Jerry Lane coming in now to join in the confab. And Leyland getting a little bit hot here. And now he's been thrown out of the game. I think Leyland's been tossed, or somebody else is maybe. Lloyd McClendon just threw his arms up in the Tiger dugout. Somebody's been tossed by Jerry Lane all the way from first base. Now Santiago bunting. That's a fair ball. They'll throw to third. He's out. Benjamin is called out. And here comes Leyland. He is smoking, man.
Easy, Jim. Don't pull a hamstring.
That's the quickest I've seen Leyland run out of the dugout. He can't believe this one. Oh, this is going to be good.
He's going to get run, too.
There he goes.
You can see it coming.
5-3. Checked it. Did he go? We did not. Wally Bell said so. And now home plate umpire Brian Knight warning the Tiger bench, and somebody's been thrown out.
Jim.
He said, quiet, I'm not going to listen anymore, and apparently it didn't quiet down. We've got an ejection from the Tigers bench. And Jim Leyland now is going to let Brian Knight have it.
Brookins is getting kicked out of this game, possibly. He's hot.
Brookins got right in the face of Paul Emmel.
That was a balk.
And now Jim Leyland coming out. Boy, Brookins, you never see Brookie like this. And now we've got another ejection. And Brookins is now letting Gary Darling know about it as he walks away.
That was about as bad as it gets, to be perfectly honest with you.
On Mike Aviles. And he tips it into the glove for strike 3, and that is that. Oh, wait a minute. No, they say it's a foul tip. That's Bill Welke said it hit the ground, and Leyland now chatting with Tim Cheetah, the third base umpire, because that missed strike 3 cost the Tigers 3 runs, and apparently the skipper is still hot over it. And Tim Cheetah probably saying right now, Jim, there's not a whole lot I can do at this point. But a very frustrating inning for the Tigers.
If you're Gerald Laird, one, you're trying to be safe by head first sliding. It doesn't get you there any faster, but you're also trying to avoid contact with the starting pitcher here, Seton. So many times the pitchers will run into the baseline, and then there will be contact, and I'm not so sure that Seton even got him.
Now the skippers got thrown out of the game. Well, Leyland now is going to get his money's worth. Broken bat, ground ball right back to the mound. Porcello fires one to second. Relay to first. Not in time. It was scooped by Prince, and here comes Leyland again.
Well, skipper's going to take an early shower today.
Well, he definitely will get thrown out here. And now,
easy, Miguel.
Cabrera's getting hot and heated as well.
Somebody get him. We don't need him suspended.
Porcello, after that last call was made, couldn't believe it. Now Leyland's been ejected.
Well, we knew he was going to get a shower here early today. To it stayed straight.
Look out. That one's thrown behind Ramirez, who comes out clean to Peconin. Prince was thrown at, it appeared, earlier in the game, and now Ramirez is hot as Peconin throws one behind him. And both benches will empty. And Jim Leyland now is getting in the face of Ramirez, telling him to back off. Peconin has been ejected from the game along with Jim Leyland, who is screaming right now at Chad Fairchild.
They must have issued warnings.
Yeah, they had to.
After the third out of that last half inning, or whatever that inning was when Prince got the fastball inside, but we didn't see him issue the warnings.
In there for strike 2. The conversation continues. Oh, he's been thrown out. Seriously?
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
Chad Fairchild, we did not come here to watch you today.
Oh my goodness. He threw him out, and Cabrera, we don't know what he said, but certainly was not demonstrative. Unbelievable. And that's going to get away from Pena. Getz, what's going on here? Pena doesn't even know where the ball is, and Getz is getting all the way to third.
What is Pena saying?
Well, it wasn't fouled off, was it?
He didn't swing.
Pena never moved.
That they may review next year once they implement.
Well, did hit his bat. Bob Davidson, the umpire at first base. Did he throw him out?
He did.
Oh, my goodness. Now Leyland's going to come out. The skipper's going to go at it now with Muchlinski. We'll see the original pitch here. And the check swing by Cabrera.
Obviously, Miggy was hit, but what Brian Gorman was doing, he called the pitch himself, and I'm sure Miggy was asking, why didn't you get some help from Tony Randazzo, who was the first base coach?
Well, but it's up to that home plate umpire to see if he wants to help. Well, Cabrera has been thrown out of this game.
I told you Jim was going to go too.
And the manager's gone. What a start to this one here tonight in Chicago. Brian Gorman has ejected Jim Leyland. He's ejected Miguel Cabrera.